Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
Side Russian leg sweep. And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
Hitman with an opening. DDT!
Nice Russian leg sweep. Shawn Michaels is running into trouble.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
But wait, look at this determination to get out of this, to create separation.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
And crashing to the floor goes Shawn. Taking this thing out onto the floor now. Oh, what a leg drop. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Just from a style standpoint, Bret and Shawn are totally opposite. Bret's slow, methodical, with a technical approach versus Shawn's fast, explosive offense.
We also know that neither of them is above doing whatever it takes to get the advantage. We could go back and forth about which style is better, but it all boils down to simply who wants it more.
He left an opening.
Oh, the DDT delivered.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Excellent execution from Hitman.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Ooh! Loving blow. Has him wrangled. Boom! Caught with a lariat. Disheartening position for HBK.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead.
This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation.
And a schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise. Oh, what a gut punch. This is turning into a brawl. Oof. Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point. Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Just emptying everything they've got now.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Bang, what a hook. Kick to the back. And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Oh, what a club. Oh, look at a scoop slam. Oh. Looks like he's coming back in. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Dropping the leg.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
Sweet chin music!
Championship
Looking
on
for the
the
pin.
way. This could be it. How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
HBK thought he put the last nail in his opponent's coffin, but we still got a long way to go before we can turn the lights out on this one.
Brutal club. Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex.
Getting put against the turnbuckles.
Right into the leg lock.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Got him on that turnbuckle.
With all the time in the world to pick their opponent apart. Now going for that double underhook from the top rope. This is going to be nasty.
Butterfly suplex. And I'm concerned about all the damage that has been done here.
Yeah, there's only...
Figure 4. Leg lock. And this hold is absolutely torturing.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Bulldog. From the ring all the way to the floor.
Just a surgical approach we're seeing from Hart.
Piece by piece, Hitman's chipping away.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defenses. One counter met by another.
Hart might be able to start mounting something here.
Bret could be turning his fortunes around.
There goes Hart back to the ring.
Hart pausing to soak up the adulation.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Goes into the corner.
a quick opening and quick right.
Retaliation from the Hitman.
With a clothesline.
HBK in real danger here.
Michaels needs to be resourceful in this situation.
Counter right when it was needed.
Hart avoids the offense.
Setting up for something here.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Stomping away.
Just ruthless.
Stone cold with a clothesline.
Hitman never saw that coming.
Getting out of harm's way.
Oh, elbow to the knee.
That'll hyperextend your leg. This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Brett look like they're going to relent to the other. This has been more about punishing each other than winning the title.
Unloading.
Absolutely stunned from that attack to the head.
Yeah, all sorts now. And again, is the target of this attack.
At this point, I don't know how he's still standing.
Neck breaker.
Tremendous reflexes.
Into a German suplex.
Clothesline.
Got him in the corner now. The Hitman looking to inflict even more punishment in unique fashion, like only the excellence of execution can. The ring post figure 4 leg lock applied. Call it academic, that's just the way it goes with the excellence of execution.
And an inverted atomic drop. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena. How much more abuse can they take? Shawn and Bret are each looking to take their pound of flesh from each other.
Oh, jeez, falling hard to the outside. Hit from the top.
Good Lord, taking flight. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. Being set up in the corner for something.
Wicked clothesline. He's heading to the top turnbuckle. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Disheartening position for HBK.
This cannot be how Shawn envisioned tonight going. And he's able to avoid that offense.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals. Boom. Ow.
Thinking of going high risk here.
Bret the Hitman Hart turning up the intimidation factor.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. And Bret off the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Clothesline!
Off with their head.
Michaels with some big-time offense could have the champion on the back foot.
Oh, what a slam.
The Hitman now, he's got all the time in the world to lock it in. There it is, sharpshooter.
And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure battle of wills now. Can he?
Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I'd do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask?